Alright, now, what to review next? Let's see, we got this that I know a lot of people have been asking for. I do that. Oh, here. Candroid. Transforming soda can. I bet even my Transformer people would like that. Oh, Transformer people. I really should do, an alternity. That would be nice. But you know, I can't help but feel I forgot something. Okay, I know. Been really idle for a long time, but since we are now coming back, I thought, let's do something special to pull my butt out of the fire and to celebrate 6,000 subscribers. So, what better way than to introduce this? These are my top 5 worst Transformers of all time. And for number 6,000, we are going to pull the 5th slat. Now, I showed this off in a vlog, and people were asking me, was it going to be Armada Hotshot? We already know it's going to be Armada Hotshot or Sideswipe, or it's going to be an Armada toy. Why would I re-review something I've already trashed? I'm all out of jokes. Nothing on here has ever been reviewed. They're that bad. And it's all set in stone, so I'm not going to be cheating on this. And people also asked, what if something else comes up? What if something else is even worse that has to go on the list? It wouldn't make it through quality control. It would be that bad. This is the lowest of the low. I truly believe they are not physically capable of making one as worse as any of these 5. So, now, for number 5, everyone have their guesses? None of you are right, because number 5 is Animorph Tobias. Animorphs was a book series about kids that could turn into animals in order to stop evil aliens. Well, pretty basic plot, but it was pretty popular. And with popularity comes television, and with television comes a toy line. And who better to do a toy series like this than the Transformers people? I could do any of these for Plastic Addict. They're all that bad because, seriously, most of these toys are so horrendous that when you open one up, you can literally hear the joy in the world dying around it. Here, let me just give you a quick example here. So when all the toys are this bad, why do I single out Tobias? Here's your answer. Just look at the thing. This is supposed to be a hawk of some kind, believe it or not. Now, where do I begin? Where to start? You know what? I'm gonna start right in the middle, and we're gonna work our way out. Take a look at the chest made of the Nikes. That's not hiding much now, is it? Seriously. This is supposed to be the chest of the bird. I mean, look at this. You can even see the molded shoelaces, the collar. It doesn't hide the collar of the shirt. God, it's made worse by the fact that they left all of this molded bird detailing in there. It's flat as a sheet, though. So it's kind of difficult to take seriously when everything else is rounded around it. Also, no, that's not a mistransformation. That's as much as the beak covers up. There's always this flesh line that you will see later in the video why that's there, even though it doesn't really hide anything in this mode now, does it? Look at it. It's just the legs folded up. You can see the jeans and everything. God, have you ever seen a bird with a chest made of jeans? I haven't either. It kind of reminds me of when you used to play Transformers as a kid. You know, like how you'd pretend to ball up into a truck or a car, or if you're Beast Wars kids into animals and birds and such. That's probably exactly how you looked. I mean, if you were better at yoga, I mean. It's just human parts trying to take the shape of an animal. But, you know, maybe I'm being a little harsh on them. I mean, it's not like they actually had, oh, I don't know, experience making a bird transformer before. Oh, wait! Now let's hit the part that all of you probably noticed. There is absolutely no attempt to hide his human hands. He's the only Animorph to do this. All of the others have gloves to hide the human hands, but for some reason they decided to go all natural on this. And boy, did it not work. It looks absolutely terrible for starters, and it doesn't help that he's so wide-legged. I mean, this is Spread Eagle on a whole different level. I mean, it's supposed to be a hawk, right? Last I checked, a hawk's legs are actually, you know, under it. And this isn't mistransformed. I checked 100 times. This is how it's supposed to look. I really don't know what they were going for here. You do have a range of motion. I mean, since they are the arms, there's absolutely no hiding that. So the elbow and the what will be the shoulder, it all works. But that's pretty much it. You know where he really needed articulation? The neck. That's as high up as it goes. So you can't even show him in flight properly like you can on the Air Razor toy. It's terrible. I mean, at the very least, even if it's a horrible hawk head, and it is a terrible hawk head, it looks nothing like it should. Especially the blood red eyes. What hawk have you seen with blood red eyes? You can't even show it in flight, which even that is just miserable looking. And here, I'll point out something I like. I do like all of this airbrushed color on the back of the wing. I don't like that it's only on one part of the wing, not on the back. Oh, but it is on the tail. Ton of it on the tail, but it just abruptly stops there in the middle. I mean, even a little bit of paint to just kind of blend it in, or I'm going to use a pun, feather it in, it would have worked so much better. It does have an interesting little feature where it splays open the wings automatically when you open it up, but that's about it. You can fold the wings if you want to do that, or if you want to show him perched, which you might as well, because that's the closest he gets to looking like an actual bird. That's about as much as I can say. It is miserable. Now, at this point, I know what some of you are thinking. Well, there's so many parts dedicated to the human mode. The human mode must be really, really good. Oh my god. I'm sorry, that just hit me all of a sudden. Trust me, you're wrong. You are so wrong. Take a look for yourself. So here we have human mode, and why does it have my head? Oh my god, you have no idea how creepy that is. Oh my god. My head on an awful toy. Man, it's almost like fate. I mean, I know it's not a perfect likeness. I mean, but seriously, it looks a lot more like me than it does the actor that played him in the show. God, I'm sorry. I hope you got a good... seriously, look at this. If I painted a black shirt on him and painted the logo on, he could have done my job for me the last 6 months. Here, I'm sorry to do this, but here, luckily, this one had a mutant head gimmick. That's what Animorphs had as their little gimmick, so I can actually switch that head out, thankfully. And it's just the hawk head without the beak. Yeah, not much of an improvement, really. It's just creepy on a whole different level, but I'm going to go with it because I can't stand the sight of myself anymore. Aside from that, you've got a huge problem here. See how slouched over he is? Well, if I try to straighten him up, that's going to happen every single time. He is incredibly back-heavy with the wings folded up. And this is with the wings even stretched out over his legs, hindering his hip articulation. They shouldn't even be this far forward. I have to in order to give him any kind of balance whatsoever, because that's going to happen a lot. I have to put the arms all the way forward, get him to stand up that way, and even then, the slightest nudge, down he goes again. This is about the most horrible designed robot mode I've ever seen. There is absolutely no heel spur on him to help with that. I mean, seriously, who's gonna save the world while looking down all the time? Don't worry, guys. We can stop the Yerg. Go on, let's go. Wait, hang on. Where did everybody go? Hang on. I'm trying not to run into a signpost again. Hang on. I'm right behind you, I swear. God. Oh, God, my shoes are untied. Hang on. Now, back to real design flaws here. Articulation, average at best for the time. You've got normal 90-degree elbows. Hindered shoulders only go out about 45 degrees, though they can rotate. Both heads can rotate, I will give it that, and you do have waist articulation, though the wings are going to hinder that a lot. So is the tail. And, of course, well, the hips are just about useless, even though the wings aren't in the way, and thus his legs, his knees itself, they don't really do a whole lot either. So it's pretty average articulation. You're certainly not going to get any good battle poses out of him. Now, there's a few engineering gaffes on this one that I really don't understand. This is the only Animorph Deluxe that has human hands that aren't covered by gloves. I mentioned that before. So this way you have attack talons by folding these out, which is just a carryover from Beast Mode. I hate when they come up with modes by half transforming the toy. And, well, like I said, he's wearing his Sunday best shoes. He's the only one to do this, too. All the others just look like they're wearing shorts and then have animal legs. This would have made the Beast Mode so much better. Why do it only on this one? I mean, if this was all kibble for Beast Mode, if it all was just like feathers and bird designs, it could have made the chest of the bird. It actually could have hidden somehow. I have no idea why they chose to do it just on this one. It's a massive, massive designing gaffe. After that, I really don't know what to say about this toy. It doesn't have any real gimmick. Thanks to the way they engineered this one, it doesn't have any real accessories except for a little Yerg bug. I just can't find anything that redeems it. And above all of these flaws, there is one glaring one that I haven't even touched yet. And I think it's best done by giving you just a little bit of a demonstration. So that is Animorphs Tobias, one of the worst toys they've ever produced, ever, with the Transformers name on it. It is poorly designed. There is not a bit of this toy that has any redeeming value, and it is boring. So boring. It's hard to imagine a toy that will get worse, but of course, there are 4 more. And I'm sure that's not the last Animorph we'll see on Plastic Addict. And I would like to thank my friend the Necrocritic for providing this one. Thank him. This is what I mean by irredeemable toy. This is the kind of thing perfect for Plastic Addict. One with no merits, nothing that I can give it credit for. That is what makes it one of the worst toys of all time. And it's finally time to get back to even more of those bad toys. So, once again, I am the Plastic Addict. I stay addicted, so you can stay away. And we will be staying away for a long, long time.